Okay, so we're diving deep today into manifestation because I know that's something you're interested in. And this podcast episode we're looking at is called Manifestation Mastery, Creating Your Dream Life. So kind of a bold claim right there.
Yeah, definitely setting the bar high.
Exactly. So we're going to really unpack that and see, is it really possible to manifest anything you want just by thinking about it?
Yeah, or is it just, wishful thinking
Right.
with a little bit more?
Yeah, with some extra steps.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, so the podcast starts off by explaining what manifestation is, and it's basically about turning your thoughts into reality.
Right, and they emphasize aligning your mindset, your emotions, and your actions.
Yeah, and they use this analogy, which I thought was kind of helpful.
Okay.
Think of it like a GPS.
Okay.
You put in your destination and it gives you the directions to get there.
Right, so you're kind of setting your intention and then you're taking the steps.
Exactly. And so they talked about, athletes using visualization
Oh, yeah.
to improve their performance.
Yeah.
And, you hear about that a lot, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it does make you wonder, how much power does our mind actually have?
It's a pretty powerful tool.
Right. Can you really, think your way to success?
Yeah.
Or is there more to it?
Well, that's the big question, right?
So the podcast goes on to outline these, 3 steps to effective manifestation.
Okay.
So the first one is clarity and visualization.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you need to be really clear about what you want.
Right, get specific.
Exactly. And then you have to, really visualize it, see yourself already having achieved that goal.
Okay.
Then the second step is positive beliefs and affirmations.
Right, so you have to believe that it's actually possible.
Yes. And they even gave some examples of affirmations like, I am attracting success and abundance every day. So you're kind of rewiring your brain.
Yeah, replacing any negative thoughts with
Right, with positive ones.
more positive ones, yeah.
Okay, and then the third step is something they call aligned action.
Okay.
And I got to be honest, I was a little fuzzy on what exactly that means.
Yeah, it's kind of like the doing part.
Okay.
So, it's not enough to just sit there and visualize.
Or you got to actually take some steps.
Exactly. You have to take action that's in alignment with your goals.
Okay, so for example, if you're trying to manifest a new job, aligned action might be updating your resume or networking or actually applying for jobs.
Right, taking those concrete steps.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But then the big question is there any actual evidence to back this up?
Yeah, they threw around some scientific terms.
Right, they mentioned things like neuroplasticity.
Yeah, and the RAS.
The what?
The reticular activating system.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've heard of that.
So basically it filters information based on what we're focusing on.
Okay, so is that supposed to be the proof that manifestation works?
Well, I think that's where things get a little tricky.
Okay.
Because neuroplasticity and the RAS are real things.
Right, our brains do change and adapt.
Exactly, but it's kind of a leap to say that just because you're focusing on something, it's automatically going to happen.
Right, it's like saying that because I'm more aware of red cars after I buy one, it means I manifested all the red cars.
Yeah, that's a good example.
It's probably just that my brain is filtering information differently now.
Yeah, exactly. You're just more attuned to it.
So what does this all mean for someone who's genuinely interested in personal growth and achieving their goals?
Right.
Are we just supposed to throw out the entire concept of manifestation?
No, not necessarily. I think there's still value in consciously shaping our thoughts and actions to align with our goals,
Right.
even if we're skeptical of the more mystical claims.
So even if it's not magic,
Right.
there's still something to be said for having a positive mindset and taking proactive steps.
Absolutely.
It's like that saying, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity.
Yeah, I like that.
So maybe manifestation is less about magic and more about putting yourself in the right mindset to seize opportunities.
Yeah, and I think the podcast really hammered home that point. It's not just about wishful thinking.
Yeah, they really emphasize the action part.
Yeah, it's about combining that positive mindset with a proactive approach.
Okay, so we've explored this whole concept of manifestation, the steps involved, and even the science behind it, or at least the way it's presented in the podcast. And we've also looked at the limitations of some of the claims.
Right. So hopefully you're walking away from this deep dive with a more well-rounded understanding of this concept.
Exactly, and its potential pitfalls.
Yeah.
But here's a final thought for you to ponder,
Yeah.
even if we can't magically manifest a winning lottery ticket,
Right.
could there be value in consciously shaping our thoughts and actions to achieve more realistic goals? What do you think about that?
I'd say it's definitely worth exploring.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Food for thought.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks for joining me on this deep dive,
Yeah, it's been a good one.
and we'll catch you next time.
See you later.